Okay. Before you come at me, I just want to make this clear. I am not saying that diversity is a bad thing, nor am I saying that it shouldn't be in the Star Wars franchise. The problem with how Disney handles diversity in Star Wars is that the fact that it's solely there for pandering purposes in order to attract different demographics to the franchise, which I have no problem with. Alright, now what everybody's here for, the thumbnail. Okay, this kiss was absolutely stupid. It was thrown in as a blink and you miss a moment solely to get fans to think Disney is progressive in some sort of way, when in reality it's done so they can completely monetize it. It's fast enough so it can be easily censored in China, for example. It's at the end of the trilogy, so they really have nothing to lose in terms of viewership.
I guess that explains why the movie was so bad.
See, I actually like Finn as a character because he gave us an interesting arc to follow, but once the first movie ended, he's just kind of sitting around screaming about Rey or someone else equally stupid. And don't get me wrong, he's still an interesting character, they just forgot to do anything with him. See, it would have been really easy for Disney to implement a relationship for, let's say, Poe and Finn. It's actually something the actor wanted to do. It would have been a great way to promote diversity within their films in just a good way.
This is a rescue. I'm breaking you out. Can you fly a TIE fighter?
I can fly anything. Why?
Yeah, I think there could have been a very interesting forward-thinking, or not even forward-thinking, just like current-thinking love story there. You know, it's something that hadn't quite been explored yet, particularly the dynamic between these two men in war that could have fallen in love with each other.
That's my jacket. Oh. No. Keep it. It suits you.
And I would try to push it a bit in that direction, but the Disney overlords were not ready to do that.
I don't blame any of the actors, they're doing a great job, except the material that they're given is just absolute fucking shit! I've already said this, but I want to make it clear that I have no problem bringing in diversity to a series where things like this exist. So I want to pass the question off to you. Why is it so hard for Disney to do this correctly? I struggle to understand why Disney thinks they can just get away with things like this. It's so stupid. Not only do they mess up an entire franchise, but they can't even represent something as little as diversity correctly within that franchise. When you look at things like this, Disney really starts to sound like Illumination. Not challenging anything, not taking any risks, just knowing what will make them the most money and putting it out there. I'm sure most of us wanted to like the newer movies. I'm sure that all of us wanted to at least see something good in them. Though I originally didn't want to talk about this topic too much, I'm afraid that Rey being a total Mary Sue just can't be ignored. The cast behind the movie, besides the actors, likes to deflect all the comments made about Rey being just way too overpowered and just not a good character in general, with the usual, oh, you're not a feminist, you don't like strong women in media. No one has a problem with Rey, a strong woman, being the protagonist of the series. What we do have a problem with is the fact that she's just blatantly a bad character and overpowered. She seems like a god, but a really plot-convenient god, because her powers really only shine when Disney needs them to. All in all, I just think people in general need to have this thought process when media tries to be diverse. It can be done in such a way that is helpful, but it can also be done in a way that is more harmful. Wow, first video I actually talked in for how many years now? Well, that's gonna do it for this video, guys.
There's been no one for so long. Who are you?
I'm Rey.
Rey who?
Raid Shadow Legends.